The NYPD charity dinner, hosted by billionaire Leon Prater, played by Peter Dinklage, is a major setting in Dexter, Resurrection Season 1, Episode 10, and Justice for All. However, the episode omits specifics on the donations made at the event, including names of givers, objects, and monetary amounts. The background and ramifications of the gala within the episode are discussed here, along with a focused discussion of the event's function as a fundraising event, its narrative relevance, and the absence of particular donation details. Review: Dexter, Resurrection Season 1, Episode 101, The Gala Donation Context. The gala as a fundraiser for the NYPD. What takes place, held at Prater's lavish penthouse in New York, the gala is presented as a high-profile NYPD fundraising event, and law enforcement officials, such as detectives Claudette Wallace, Katia Saroff, and Melvin Oliva, Dominic Famusa, attend. In order to conceal his covert infatuation with serial killers and his murder of Angel Batista, David Zayas, whose body is kept in a vault beneath the penthouse, Prater utilizes the occasion to present a charitable image. Although the goal of the event is to raise money for the NYPD, the episode makes no mention of the precise details of donations, including their numbers, sources, or types. Story role: the gala acts as a false front, exposing Prater's deceit as he entices guests while hiding his wrongdoings. It serves as the backdrop for the confrontation with Prater that follows Harrison Morgan's, Jack Alcott, entrance to free Dexter, Michael C. Hall, from the vault. In keeping with the episode's theme of hidden darkness, the fundraising context highlights the absurdity of Prater's apparent kindness in contrast to his covert villainy. Execution: the extravagant decorations, high-end clothing, and a live band performing "Stayin' Alive" during the gala stand in sharp contrast to the violent undertones of the episode. The stress of Harrison's clandestine mission is increased by director Marco Siega's use of wide views to highlight the audience's ignorance. Although the fundraising part is left unclear, the absence of exact donation data maintains the focus on the action and emotional stakes of the plot. 2. Absence of particular donation information analysis. The episode skips over details regarding the gala's gifts, including whether Prater made a sizable promise, whether other guests made contributions, and how the money was supposed to be used, e.g. police equipment, community initiatives. Since the gala's main narrative purpose is to provide a setting for Harrison's rescue and the standoff, rather than to examine the intricacies of fundraising, this omission is probably deliberate. Given his riches and public image, it is assumed that Prater made a sizable personal donation to the hosting, although no numbers or transactions are displayed. Consequences: the lack of information on donations serves to emphasize the gala's function as a story device rather than a main event. The NYPD's involvement, via Wallace and Oliva, raises the stakes of Dexter and Harrison's activities, allowing the episode to focus on their journeys. The police's attendance is also explained by the fundraising pretext, which lends narrative plausibility to their eventual discovery of the vault containing Batista's body and Prater's paperwork. Review notes: while other critics, like Vulture, praised the gala's opulent setting as a perfect mirror to Prater's hypocrisy, none of them specifically mentioned any donations, implying that this was a secondary point. Similar to this, Reddit users were only interested in the action and did not debate the mechanics of the fundraising, suggesting that while the show's decision to keep this information ambiguous was good for pacing, it left certain questions unanswered. Narrative significance of the gala. Harrison's infiltration. Harrison's rescue attempt is a high-stakes undertaking because of the gala's packed, high-security setting. By posing as a caterer, he gets past Charlie's security and NYPD officers to enter the vault's code and release Dexter. Law enforcement's presence is justified by the fundraising environment, which heightens the intensity of his clandestine activities. Situation with Prater. A hostage situation breaks out in the penthouse after Harrison releases Dexter and Prater intercepts him leaving the gala. The continued celebrations at the gala downstairs highlight the concept of deceit by standing in stark contrast to the private violence. Harrison's use of a tranquilizer syringe to end the standoff highlights the episode's main father-son relationship. Police presence and resolution. Wallace, Oliva, and other NYPD guests at the gala lay the stage for their eventual discovery of the vault, in which Dexter accuses Prater of killing Batista. Dexter's scheme to set off the alarm naturally led to the vault's discovery because the fundraising event offers a plausible explanation for their existence. Thematic resonance. Dexter's own duality under Harry's code is reflected in the Gala's altruistic facade, as both he and Prater conceal their actual selves. Since Prater's philanthropy is exposed as a fraud, much like his public persona, the absence of gift details maintains the emphasis on this thematic link. Fan reactions and critical reception. Critical reaction. With 3.1 million premiere viewers, the episode's Gala scenes are a highlight, helping it earn a 9.6/10 IMDb rating and a 95% Rotten Tomatoes score for the season. Although it didn't expressly address donations, Collider hailed the evening as a masterclass in building tension within a glamorous facade. Screen Rant highlighted the ironic contrast between Prater's misdeeds and the Gala's goal.